Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Trans with your host Gabe and
Leo. Let's get started.
Leo was very happy about that one.
I'm back.
Yes, you are. You took your break during Wednesday because, you know, we hung out with Kai, or I hung out with Kai.
You hung out with Kai. I did homework.
You did homework and kind of had that little voice in the background. You're the peanut gallery.
Oh, my voice got caught on that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So anyway, it is snowing here in northeast Pennsylvania where we are at. I think it's snowing, though, in, like, most of the country because I heard, like, 10 inches down in North Carolina.
Oh.
They're actually going to get more from this storm than we are.
I don't think it is down in Florida. At least I haven't heard anything.
Lucky jerks.
At least I haven't heard anything from my friends in Florida.
So tonight we've got a couple of things we need to do. One, we made 100 likes on our Facebook page.
Really?
We did. Can I please touch the button?
Do not touch the button.
Just a little touch.
No!
Just a little button.
No, but...
I did it. We touched that. We made 100. Woo! Okay, I'm sorry. I don't even know if you can hear it, but whatever.
I'm not allowed to cuss.
Yeah, no cussing.
You're getting cussed at after this.
So we made, like I said, we made 100. Out of those 100, actually we got over 100, but out of those 100, there were like 12, 13 that were kind of like, you know, people who had to make their, you know, peanut gallery comments and, we'll just say it, transphobic. And I did see one, because what I was doing was I was going on the pages of people who, you know, either laughed or showed angry faces on our, and I went and looked at each one of them, primarily because I wanted to see what kind of people were, I don't want to say against us, but what kind of people we were getting negative.
Yeah.
And again, Facebook did their ads, so they kind of had their little algorithm thing, and I was kind of curious as to what kind of people were in their algorithm, because clearly they got their algorithm a little wrong there on a couple of those people.
You can never trust the algorithm. Honestly, it's done some weird stuff.
But the one guy, and I'm not gonna call anybody out, but I mean, like, he was very blatantly, he referred to himself as a giant, fuzzy, bulky Puerto Rican homosexual.
So a bear
with transgender issues.
I've seen those before.
Yeah.
Mainly lesbians.
I don't know. I mean, like, I get, like, in my perfect little LGBTQ plus world, everybody gets along, there's cupcakes and unicorns and roses, and that's just not the way it is.
Yeah, I've met, and I have nothing against lesbians.
Well, okay.
But I've met a handful of lesbians who were transphobic.
There's a really bad joke to be made there.
I dated one.
Oh. Wait, you dated one?
Yeah.
You dated a person who was transphobic.
Even my friends thought she was homophobic.
You do know that you're trans, right?
I do know.
Okay.
It was before I was trans.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you were aware that you were trans.
I am aware. It was before I came out as
You're like
trans.
looking down your shirt going, oh crap, I am, you're right.
Yeah, it was before I was trans, and my friends actually made a bet. My friends at the time made a bet on if she would say yes to me asking her out. Mm-hmm. And they were like, no, she seems like really homophobic.
Okay.
Due to interest after that bet, one of them owes me like $3,000.
Interest on a bet. How does that work? I don't want to know. Okay. Anyway.
It's been like 4 years.
Anyway, we're going to kind of put a disclaimer on tonight, because we are going to talk a little bit about, well, actually, we're going to talk a lot of bit about.
Yeah.
A more sensitive subject, and that is misgendering, which is a trigger. I mean, and we're also going to talk about, for whatever reason, why it is that people seem to feel the need to identify transgenders by their genitalia.
Yeah.
And more so, like, why it seems that it's okay for people to go, hey, if I look at you naked, do you have all those parts?
Like, no, that's expensive.
I'm sorry, but, I'm not based, like, there's more to me than
yeah,
boobs and twig and berries.
Mm-hmm.
Or lack of twig and berries, or lack of boobs. Or some people choose not to go all that way.
Yeah.
You know, some people feel that just identifying and presenting, you know, that outward expression is enough. So, I mean, I wholeheartedly expect that you and I are going to have very, very different or somewhat conflicting opinions on this because, well, we're just...
Yeah, and I think we're going to have very conflicting opinions on the misgendering
Yes, because
we've had the very conflicting opinions on it,
and we both handled it. We both handle it very differently.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to like people misidentifying the other person. So you get offended when people misidentify me.
I get offended when people misidentify any of my friends.
Which, like I said, I find, and again, that might just be an age thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get started on that. And again, just like always, we do our research. We did do some due diligence. We're looking at Harvard Health Publishing tonight, as well as one of my favorites. And if you guys are aware of this, it's called The Advocate. There are two major. I'm using a lot tonight. I don't know why. There are two major transgender LGBTQ friendly magazines that I know of. The Advocate is one of them.
All right.
Okay, Out is the other one.
I don't look at magazines.
I know. The funny thing is, we actually get them at work.
Really?
Yes, they're in our library at work. Every so often, a copy makes its way to my classroom.
Oh, that's great. Especially because I know your class.
Yeah, you know my classroom. So it's just, again, The Advocate's one of them, and like I said, Harvard Health Medical. And the reason we pulled these up is, one, Harvard Health Medical kind of goes into the health damage, the psychological effects of misgendering.
Mm.
Gender dysphophia. I know, because there's a dog on your lap, and she's not a lap dog in any stretch of the imagination, but she doesn't know that right this second.
She weighs about half of what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you dare lick that board.
Speaking of boards. So we got the mic set up, and we got the mixer. And we got the mixer board, and we got the cables. But guess what? No power supplies for the mics.
Which is always fun.
Yeah. So
I just cracked my hip.
Oh, well, don't do that. Put it back.
Oh, sorry.
So we are, we're still in process. We're still kind of working with one mic. We do have half of the equipment that we need. More of it arrives. Actually, I think some of it's arriving on Tuesday, and the rest of it should arrive hopefully by the weekend.
We're gonna hope. Before the end of the month.
It's absolutely amazing. Having an in-home studio is we said, let's do a podcast. Hey, this will be fun. And I just can't. Wow, holy crud.
Yeah, we thought, when you first suggested this idea to me of, hey, let's do a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about it in the car for those couple
those magic car rides.
Those magic car rides, speaking of which we need to go on another one soon.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. This is just going to be something that we do. It's not going to get much attention. We're at over 100 people who've seen us.
Yeah, who follow.
Yeah.
We have a local, there's that word again. We have a local, I guess I'll call her a printer.
Alright.
And I don't want to mess the name up, so I'm not going to say, I will say it later on after I want to say it. No, I'm not going to mess it up. Anyway, she's actually on board. She's making our shirts.
Oh, really?
We decided that I decided. There's no we. There was no mouse in my pocket at the time. It was me. I decided that, along with every good podcast needs merch.
Okay.
We all need merch. You guys have been watching, YouTubers and podcasters and all sorts of, and everybody has merchandise. Everybody has their name on a shirt. I mean, for crying out loud, it's advertising, right?
Yeah.
So I went on and I did the research and I looked at a couple of things, what have you, and of course everybody wanted astronomical amounts of money, which meant that eventually, if we wanted to sell any of it, we would have to charge astronomical amounts of money for it. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like spending astronomical amounts of money on merchandise.
No, absolutely not.
There was something that I wanted that was limited edition from somebody that I watch, and it was oh, it's really nice. I like that. It's been something that I've been looking for a while. $75. I was like, no. I like it, but no.
And those parents that are listening, and whether you're a parent of a transgender or a parent of a cisgender, a parent of a non-binary, you can relate to this. We buy stuff. We have no problem spending $20, $30 on a brand new pair of sneakers, or $50, $60 on a brand new pair of sneakers for our kids. Mm-hmm. But you all know, we all go bottom of the barrel. We wear them till they have holes in them. And we will always buy for y'all, but we will never buy brand new for ourselves. So,
I don't ask for stuff from you.
I know.
That's why I never went to you about the $75 jacket that I wanted.
I know. And then I just buy stuff and shove it in your closet, which is why you have a couple of new shirts, by the way.
I do?
Yes.
I haven't looked in my closet in a
while.
I know. I tend not to go back in there.
It's scary. I know. Anyway.
It's scary.
Anyway. Way off topic.
We are.
So what I was saying was that this local printer is making our shirts.
All right.
I ordered the first couple. Tonight, before we are done tonight,
All right.
we are going to be giving away a shirt.
A shirt.
And one of these adorable, absolutely adorable, transgender frogs.
They can't see them, but they're adorable.
Actually, they can see them because guess what?
Oh.
I posted them on the Facebook page.
Of course you did.
I did, like days ago. Okay, so they're going to be getting one of these stickers and one of our t-shirts.
Okay.
So they will be the first, aside from you and I, of course, to have the Let's Talk Trans t-shirts.
I want to clap, but...
You can clap, it's okay, yay!
I'm
It'll
not
pick it
gonna
up.
clap. No.
I could do the soundboard.
Don't
Okay,
you
and we'll do the soundboard.
dare.
Alright, no soundboard. Alright.
I need a spray bottle for every time you say,
Spray.
Every time you say, or like, I just touch a soundboard, I'm just gonna need a spray. Have a spray bottle.
I'm just going to start going, hi. This is Kermit the Frog. Hi.
Let's talk about misgendering!
You got the dogs, they all came running over.
They like misgendering.
Alright, so Harvard Health Publishing. Misgendering and what it is and why it matters. Well, let's face it, no one likes to be misgendered, whether you're transgender or cisgender.
Yeah, no.
No one likes to be misgendered.
Go lay down. I'm not allowed to say the actual words, but go lay down.
Okay, so, let's face it, why does misgendering happen? In your opinion, why does misgendering happen?
It happens for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
Transphobia.
Okay.
Forgetting.
Okay.
Not knowing.
Okay.
Slip of the mouth.
Okay. So, when you say not knowing, is it possible that a person still presents as their, assigned gender?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's the reason
Yeah.
why?
I have a few of my friends who are closeted,
Mm-hmm.
who aren't out to people, and who are scared to come out to people.
Sure. And you said, I don't want to say intentional, but you said, like...
Slip of the mouth.
No, the first one you mentioned was, like...
Transphobia.
Transphobia.
There are just some people who just don't agree with it.
Okay.
And so then they just... and you've met those types of people.
I know, but I don't know... See, and maybe this is going to be one of those things where you and I disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Transphobia is like... A phobia is a fear of.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I don't like the word homophobia, transphobia.
It's almost like you're afraid of getting something, you're afraid of touching something.
It's giving those people an excuse
Mm-hmm.
instead of, like, racism.
Okay. But is a phobia the same thing as simply not believing it? You know what I mean?
Well, it depends on the context.
Okay, well, let me put it this way. Okay.
Like, there's no other word for homophobia.
I know. But
And I wish there was.
a person who is transphobic is belittling, belligerent, makes fun of.
Mm-hmm.
It's derogatory.
Yeah.
It's negative.
Yeah.
But we have an older fella that you and I both know, and absolutely, I mean, hands down, he adores you. He thinks you are phenomenal. You guys have known each other since before you could walk.
Okay.
Okay. And we agreed upon this. We agreed that we were not going to try and explain Leo to him because he's just too old.
Yeah.
Let him be in his blissful ignorance. We're okay with that.
Mm-hmm. And that is the blissful ignorance that I'm okay with because he is older and I don't want to, cut him off.
Right. But his wife has said, hey, look, we don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't believe in that.
Yeah.
To me, that's not transphobia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a trans distancing. It's like putting a barrier between yourself and it. Like if I don't believe it, it doesn't happen. If I don't believe it, it's not real. You know. Yeah. If I don't believe in, well, I'm not going to say that because there might be little children around. You know. If I don't believe in the president, he's not real. If I don't. That was a close one.
I knew where you were going with that one.
I stopped myself. I really, really did. If I don't believe in snow, it doesn't happen. Look outside. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not maybe it is a phobia, but it's not a derogatory phobia.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, and yes, I get it. You know, I'm trying to say it and be nice about it. I know where your mindset is, and I know where a lot of people's mindset is, because people who are going to listen to this are going to go, yes, but.
Yeah.
Not accepting, not identifying your